Hey, Vanna. Hey, Jenna. Sorry, Jenna. I'm a little bit late tonight. Yeah. Hey, Color Purple. Hey, Ashley. I am a little bit late tonight. Sorry. Hey, JJ. Fully circumcised. Do I want to know? Do I want to know how the circumcision plays into you going to bed? Hey, Joel. When Peter Pan circumcised the world? I do not remember that. Hi, Pika. I've only been half circumcised in my life. I want a bunch. You want a bunch of circumcisions? Seems weird, but okay. Nah, I got burger. I got burger and fries. Okay, good night, Jenna. I'm sorry, Jenna. I'm sorry I came on so late tonight, Jenna. I slept in. I slept in later than usual. It was like 8 o'clock by the time that I yeah, McDonald's too, JJ. Hey, Rhonda. It's like 8 o'clock when I finally sort of woke up, and then I spent some. No, no, about seven. No, it was pretty close to 8 o'clock. I think when I finally woke up. Then I had a shower and ordered some supper. You're awkward now. Only now. You could never be awkward, Jenna. Sometimes cheeseburgers are the only thing that makes my kid listen. Fair. No, I keep the onion on my burger. Do I have any cat food? No. I don't have a cat. Why would I have cat food if I don't have a cat? Kind of weirdos. Kind of weirdos keep food for pets that they don't have. That's just a weird thing to do. Cat food on burgers? No. Ew. Someone paid me a whole lot of money. Would I? Honestly, probably not. I suspect I still wouldn't be able to go through with it. even for $1 million or $1 billion or whatever you put there. Can't sleep because there's no excuse. Hey, kitty charm. Peter Pepper Piper Pumper. Started calling my name Granda for fun, and now that's the only name he listens to. And that's, oh, Grandma. Started calling him Grandma for fun. The M was blocked by the little fucking heart on the bottom. I never use that icon, so I wish I could remove it from my thing. Blizzard from Dairy Queen? Nice. I haven't had Dairy Queen in forever. Because the food's mediocre. The only thing that's good is the ice cream. So, here's J-Dot. Good question. What's the temperature? Right now it is. Holy shit. Apparently it was like 29 earlier. Looks to be 18 degrees right now, Celsius. There's been one. It hasn't been that long. We did see her over the weekend. Hey, Rebecca. She did show up sometime over the weekend. Pretty sure Thursday and maybe Friday. I don't remember. Did I go outside today? No, I did not go outside today. I go outside once a week. Twice on a week when I go visit my mom. 10 p.m. church. When did I see something other than TV dinner? Transition update? Nothing. Hey, Fernanda. Hey, and hi, Anunnaki. People getting demonetized? Yeah. Sucks for them. Anyway, last time I had something other than TV dinner. Last time I went with my mom, so been like a week, couple weeks. Last week or the week before that I went out for dinner with her. Oh, I mean, I suppose like, whenever I think it was last week that I went out for dinner with her. And I mean, I suppose like whenever I go to the store on Thursdays, I get like fried chicken or something. Hey, Moon Lagoon. Still sleeping with my brother. Not very often. I just never have any chance. Gonna watch the FNAF movie? Probably not. And freezer? Not my own freezer, but I do have a fridge in my room, like a mini fridge. Am I a TV dinner? At this point, it's possible. Permanent update. Full of cum, just like a TV dinner. And no, not chatting with anybody. Ah, should we give it a couple more minutes to see if anybody else comes in, or should we start with the trivia? Hey, Asmer. Let's start. All right. So, any particular topic that anybody's interested in? Any particular trivia topic anybody wants to do? Food? Do you believe Western music is the devil? I mean, probably. He seems like a fun guy. The White Stripes. I mean, I like some of their songs. They've got some pretty good songs. Yeah, Fell in Love with a Girl, absolute banger. Seven Nation Army, awesome song. We Are Going to Be Friends, very cute. Tokyo Hotel. I have, and I was not a fan. Let's see. How about a cake quiz? Shall we do a quiz about cakes? Oppenheimer? I have not watched Oppenheimer. New life insurance policy? 90s cartoon. We'll do 90s cartoon trivia after this, Vanna. We'll do a quiz cake. We'll do a cake quiz, and then we'll do a 90s cartoon trivia quiz. All right. Question 1. Which sponge cake is named after a city in Italy? Milanese, Bolognese, Neapolitan, or Genoese? Hey, Celtic Forest Fairy. Which sponge cake is named after a city in Italy? Milanese, Bolognese, Neapolitan, or Genoese? I mean, yes, Neapolitan is ice cream, but that doesn't mean it can't be something else as well. Yeah, Neapolitan ice cream, I think, is like the 3 flavors. Please don't hesitate to ask for any hesitant or guidance or assistance or guidance. All right. So nobody has guessed the correct answer. The correct answer is actually the last one, Genoese, named after Genoa. Butter, sugar, eggs, flour, baking flour, vanilla. Once baked, the cake must be turned into a work of art by adding layers similar in style to a gâteau, by filling with fruit, cream, and chocolate mousse. Which Sicilian cake comes from the Latin word for bucella, or mouthful? Bolchoncino, Bicirino, Buccellato, Bollicine. I probably mispronounced every single one of those. I probably mispronounced every single one of those words. But yeah. Bolchoncino, Bicirino, Buccellato, Bollicine. Boob gelato. Sicilian cake, from the Latin word for bucella, or mouthful. Hey, Roxanne. The answer is buccellato. Ring-shaped cake. Usually presented to the godchild by its godparent on the day of his or her christening. Made from a pastry dough and plenty of other ingredients to give it texture and flavor. Include chocolate, rum, and spices. Hey, Angela. Is Jenna high? Hydrated. Yeah, she's hydrated. Hey, Gigi. Jenna's ovulating. Anyway, question 3. Which of these torts was named after a Hungarian prince? Which of these torts was named after a Hungarian prince? Hohenzollern, Bavaria, Esterhazy, Württembergi. These just have funny names. European words are funny. Hohenzollern, Bavaria, Esterhazy, Württembergi. Why aren't any of these normal foods like hot dogs and grapes? Because I was choosing cakes from around the world. Okay, Jenna. Good night, Jenna. Dream of cakes with weird names. Dream of buccellato cakes. Anyway, the answer actually is Esterhazy, named after Paul Anton Esterhazy. Hungarian prince who lived from 1786 to 1866. This one I think should be easy. 7-Eleven hot dogs and milk to go. This one people might actually get. Oh, maybe. A couple people will probably get it. Which French cake's name? Hey, Larson. Yeah, still in the same place. Which French cake's name literally means thousand sheets in English? Millefeuille, Charlotte Russe, Madeleine, Profiterole. You got two? That's true, PK. And yes, this one was easy. It is, in fact, millefeuille. Millefeuille. However it's pronounced. Charlotte Russe is a clothing brand. Mille. Mille, M-I-L-L-E. Feuille. Foil. F-E-U-I-L-L-E. Meal foil, or something like that. Question 5. The Swedish cake kladdkaka, yeah. The Swedish cake kladdkaka is delicious. In what condition should the center be when removed from the oven? Gooey, slightly singed, hard, or liquid? Guess the movie line. We can do that one as well, Katie Jones, after in a bit. So yeah, should it be gooey, singed, hard, or liquid? Wet ass cake. Cum cake. Cream pie. We were warned that Jenna is ovulating. At the microwavable cheese wiener level, not French pastry level. Anyway, the answer is gooey. It should be gooey. Kladdkaka should be gooey. Described as a moist chocolate sticky cake with a gooey center. Removed from the oven when the edges are crisp, but the center is still chewy. Or gooey, still gooey. Kladdkaka should be gooey. The traditional Viennese cake, Sachertorte, was created by whom? Franz Liszt, Franz Schubert, Franz Ferdinand, or Franz Sacher? It's my favorite kind of cake. Carrot cake. I like carrot cake. So yeah. Traditional Vietnamese cake, Sachertorte, was created by whom? Franz Liszt, Schubert, Ferdinand, or Sacher? Carrot cake is yummy. Yeah, I do. I love carrot cake. I haven't had carrot cake in a while. The one that sounds like the last name. Fair. And it turns out I was actually pronouncing it wrong. It's Zachertortor. Zachertortor. So it's Franz Zucker, I guess. I need carrot cake for the frosting. All right. Which English cake is pink, yellow, and covered with marzipan? Which English cake is pink, yellow, and covered with marzipan? Battenberg, Parkin, Simnel cake, or Bishop's cake? First of all, you. Yeah, I don't know that I would want to eat a marzipan cake. I suppose, in fairness, I don't know what I've never had marzipan. I don't even know what the hell marzipan is entirely. Not missing much. Fair enough. It's from Mars. Never have I heard of a single one of these cakes. I mean, I haven't heard of many. I have heard of millefeuille. Millefeuille. Of course, like I have heard of millefeuille. Other than that, it's made from nut, aka cum. Anyway, the cake with the British cake with marzipan is the Battenberg. The Battenberg cake is pink, yellow, and covered with marzipan. Eaten all you can eat buffet. Yeah, I've been to the buffets before. Uh, this one, this is an interesting one. American inventor H. David Dahlquist patented the design for which cake tin? Muffin, Twinkies, Bunt, or Lamington? How many plates can I throw down? Usually like two or three. Usually like two. Muffin, Twinkies, Bunt, or Lamington? And it is the Bunt cake. Laminated. It is the Bunt cake. Question 9. Which of the following? Why did they name a cake after Ted Bundy? Ted Bundy? Anyway, which of the following is an Italian loaf cake, especially popular at Christmas? So, which of the following is an Italian loaf cake, especially popular at Christmas? Milfogli, Moscato, Crostata, Panettone. Milfogli, Moscato, Crostata, or Panettone? Don't add yet, because it's been half an hour. It's been half an hour, so. Pampy cake? I ordered McDonald's. I did not go to McDonald's. I ordered McDonald's on Skip the Dishes. And yes, the answer was panettone. And last question. We're at the last question of the cakes. The last cake question. Which dessert cake originated from Dax in the southwest of France? Dacquoise, Clafouti, Madeleine, Savarin. There's a not dessert cake? I mean, kinda. Dacquoise, Clafouti, Madeleine, Savarin. Oui, oui, ha, ha. Putang. Anyway, the answer is Dacquoise. Dacquoise originated from Dax. All right. So that was a bad cake quiz. That was a cake quiz that we all failed at. So now the 90s trivia, 90s cartoon trivia quiz. That somebody, I think Vanna, asked for that earlier. So let's try to get this. So let's hope this one's easy. Question one. It's a tough one. This is a tough one, people. Get your thinking caps on, because I don't know if anyone's going to get this one. This first question is super tough. DuckTales. Which of the following is not the name of one of Scrooge McDuck's nephews in DuckTales? Huey, Dewey, Spewy, or Louie? Huey, Dewey, Spewy, or Louie? Looks like we don't get the answers until. Looks like we won't be able to get the answers until the end of the quiz. I think Jenna needs someone to take her to bed. Question 2. What is the name of Rocco's faithful dog in Rocco's Modern Life? What is the name of Rocco's faithful dog in Rocco's Modern Life? Punky, Dunky, Spunky, or Bunky? Punky, Dunky, Spunky, Bunky. Rocco's dog in Rocco's Modern Life. I never watched it myself. Freakazoid. What is the name of Freakazoid's alter ego? Adam Ant, Michael Myers, Dexter Douglas, Billy Bob Thornton. Adam Ant, Michael Myers, Dexter Douglas, or Billy Bob Thornton? Didn't give an answer. Can't actually get the answer until the end. For this particular quiz, it doesn't give the answers until you finish it. Anyway, yeah. I'm guessing Dexter Douglas myself. Hey, Mons. In Rugrats, where do most of the baby's adventures take place? Tommy's house, Maxwell's house, Grandpa Lou's retirement home, or Central Perk? Tommy's house, Maxwell's house, Grandpa Lou's retirement home, or Central Perk? Um, them babies were everywhere. Yep. Babies do be like that. Who is Daria Morgendorffer's best friend? Who is Daria's best friend? Claire Pear, Jane Lane, Anne Pan, Barabacus Abacus. I want her best friend's name to be Barabacus. Everyone needs a best friend named Barabacus. Anyway, I think people have spoken on the name of the best friend. Jane, I'm guessing? Street Sharks. Anyone ever watch Street Sharks? Anyone ever watched that? Hey, J Dot, welcome. People were worried about you. Anyone ever watched that video of like a younger Vin Diesel, young Vin Diesel, doing like a promotional thing for Street Sharks? Missed your birthday? I wished you happy birthday on your birthday. I wished you a happy birthday, J Dot. Anyway, Which of the following is not the name of a street shark? Which of the following is not the name of a street shark? Jab, Streaks, Portillo, Big Slamu. Jab, Streaks, Portillo, or Big Slamu? Guess what? Chicken butt, J. Dot. And Jenna Ortega on Facebook. Neat. Jenna Ortega is definitely a top 3 Jenna. Not number 1. We got a better Jenna in here. But Ortega is definitely a top-notch one. Met Ortega on Facebook chat. Neat. I'm the best Jenna, and I will fight naked in spaghetti with all other Jennas. And that's why you're the best Jenna, is because you will fight naked in spaghetti with them. What's Jenna Ortega famous for again? She's an actress. She played Wednesday Addams on the show Wednesday. And she's done other stuff as well. I mean, she's been around for a good few years. She's got really good, like, deadpan thing going on. In Animaniacs, what are the 3 Warner siblings called? I'm not even going to give the names. JoJo defended Colleen Ballinger. Yeah. Hey, pink girl. Dot was your favorite? Dot was cute. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Ryan. Yeah, so does anyone... All right, I'll give the options. I'll give the options because some of them are funny. What are the 3 Warner siblings called? Chloe, Courtney, and Kim. Filthy, Rich, and Catflap. Egon, Ray, and Peter. Or, of course, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. That was one of the best shows ever. Like that, Animaniacs was absolutely one of the best cartoons ever. It was an amazing show. His life, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Love the Good Pigeons. Yeah, Good Pigeons were always good. It's just the whole thing. Hey, Leanie. In the wild Thornberries, what is the name of their pet chimpanzee with whom Eliza communicates? In the wild Thornberries, what is the name of their pet chimpanzee? Einstein, Darwin, Newton, or Bubbles? Einstein, Darwin, Newton, or Bubbles? Bubbles. Uh, isn't Bubbles the name of MJ's monkey? Yeah. In Hey Arnold, what is the name of the boarding house where Arnold lives with his grandparents? In Hey Arnold, what is the name of the boarding house where Arnold lives with his grandparents? Pacific Heights, Sunset Arms, Dry Fart Apartments, or Motel California? Pacific Heights, Sunset Arms, Dry Fart Apartments, or Motel California? I want it to be Dry Fart Apartments. Okay, and wow, here's a show I've never even heard of. Helga is the best Hey Arnold character. Better than Wet Fart Apartments. Rocket Power. I've literally never even heard of this show. Rocket Power. Which of the following is not the name of one of the skateboarding friends in Rocket Power? Oswald Otto Rocket, Maurice Twister Rodriguez, Christian Platinum Gigard, Sam Squid Dullard. You know this show? I Am Rocket Power. Do you act, Jenna? Did you actually watch? Do you actually watch it? Did you actually watch it, Jenna? Cute cartoon. Because I've genuinely never heard of it. I had a crush on one of the animated characters. It was weird when they had him go through puberty. Which legendary comedic actress plays teacher and bus driver Miss Frizzle in The Magic School Bus? Which legendary comedic actress plays Miss Frizzle? Lily Tomlin, Tina Fey, Lucille Ball, Betty White. Who plays Miss Frizzle? Or who voices Miss Frizzle? Lily Tomlin, Tina Fey, Lucille Ball, or Betty White? So everyone says Lily Tomlin. Lily Tomlin is she was, one of the greats. I never knew any of them voiced her. I think I knew Lily Tomlin voiced her, but I sort of forgot it. Where does Dexter hide his secret laboratory? In the show Dexter's Laboratory, where does Dexter hide his laboratory? Under his bed, in the attic, behind a bookcase, or up his nose? Does Dexter hide his laboratory under his bed, in the attic, behind a bookcase, or up his nose? Up his ass. Omelette du fromage. Doug. I know some people here like Doug. Where does Doug's family move to when his dad gets a promotion at work? Huffington, Ruffington, Bluffington. Are you tough enough?ington? Huffington, Ruffington, Bluffington. Are you tough enough?ington? Casper, Wyoming. I never watched the show, so. Are you tough enough?ington? Hey, Lady Sunflower. Was I alive in the 90s? Yes, I was alive in the 90s. I was born in 1985, so throughout the 90s, I was ages 5 through 15. Second to last question. Johnny Bravo. We got ourselves a Johnny Bravo question. And I honestly don't remember the answer to this one. What is the name of the sidekick who idolizes Johnny Bravo despite his terrible behavior? Mike Primbobotule, Carl Krenizwix, Houses Peckensniff, Gavin. Fairness, you could have phoned ahead. So yeah, Mike Primbobotule, Primbo Pitule, Mike Primbopitule, Carl Krenizwix, Houses Peckensniff, Gavin, Fairness you could have phoned a head. Pick hard quizzes. And final question, a Ren and Stimpy question to close it off. What sort of dog is Ren? What sort of dog, what breed of dog is Ren in Ren and Stimpy? Chihuahua, Pomeranian, Whippet, Yorkshire Terrier. Is Ren a Chihuahua, a Pomeranian, a Whippet, or a Yorkshire Terrier? He's a Taco Bell dog? Yeah, Chihuahua. All right. So just going back through all the questions, here's the answers. DuckTales. What is not the name of one of Scrooge McDuck's nephews? Spewy, of course. Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Or Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, the three nephews. Rocco's dog, Spunky. Freakazoid's alter ego, Dexter Douglas. Where do the baby's adventures take place in Rugrats? Tommy's house. Daria's best friend is Jane. Which of the following is not the name of a street shark? It was indeed Portillo, the one that does not sound like it's trying too hard to be cool. The three Warner siblings, Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. The chimpanzee in the Wild Thornberries is called Darwin. Hey Arnold, the boarding house is actually Sunset Arms. Rocket Power. Christian Platinum Jagard is not the name of one of the skateboarding friends in Rocket Power. So that one was correct. Lily Tomlin does voice Miss Frizzle, of course. The legendary Lily Tomlin voicing the legendary Miss Frizzle. Dexter does hide his lab behind a bookcase. The only one that we got wrong, the only one we actually got wrong, Doug. Doug's family moves to Bluffington. We were split between Huffington and Are You Tough Enoughinkton. I don't think anyone said Bluffington. It's funny, is Bluffington would have been my guess. Like, that's what I would have just guessed at. Because I didn't know the answer. Like, that's, just would have been the one I would have guessed at. But Johnny Bravo's sidekick is Carl Krenizwix. And Ren is a Chihuahua. He is a Chihuahua. You got Speary right. Dexter right. Tommy says right. Really right. And Chihuahua. Famous movie quotes. All right, so this one's 25 quotes. So, yeah, so this one, just guess the name of the movie. And in fact, Angela, the very first quote here is, "You talking to me?" All right. Good night, Jenna. Jenna's thinking for the 87th time yet. So, yeah. The quote is, "You talking to me?" Is that from Taxi Driver, Cannonball, Gangs of New York, or Saving Private Ryan? So, yes, obviously, Taxi Driver. Are you talking to me? I don't see anyone else here, so you must be talking to me. You can't handle the truth. So, yes, the quote is, "You can't handle the truth." Is that Terms of Endearment, A Few Good Men, Anger Management, or The Godfather? I don't know. I feel like it might be a few. I feel like it might be Terms of Endearment. I'm thinking Terms of Endearment. Anyway, yes, obviously, Few Good Men. And Tom Cruise is talented. Yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise is still talented. It's just like Tom Cruise is still a legitimate talented actor, and like the fucking stunts he does in the Mission Impossible movies, like holy shit, give him props for his fucking guts. But yes, he is just fucking demented now. Give me a second. I'm gonna enter this out. I'm gonna empty this out and so I can throw it out. Be back in a minute. Actually, one more second. One more one. Yeah. So I was no, what I was doing is I'd finished my Sprite, but there's still ice in it, so I just wanted to pour the ice out into the sink before putting the cup in the garbage. Anyway, yeah. These are some stupid easy quotes, frankly. I suppose that's the point of famous movie quotes is they're famous. Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Which is stupid because boxes of chocolates have the fucking legends. A box of chocolates should have a legend saying like what each chocolate is. Anyway, if you lose the chocolate nut, it's game over. Yeah. Anyway, the options given: Saving Private Ryan, The Green Mile, Forrest Gump, or Days of Thunder. So, yeah, obviously Forrest Gump. Uh, maybe the most famous line in cinema? This is maybe the most famous line in cinema? There's no place like home. Like, it's hard to think of it. Like, genuinely, it's hard to think of a more famous line in cinematic history. Right? Because, like, obviously, yeah, Wizard of Oz. It's one of the first. It was one of the first big movies. Although actually, it wasn't all that. It wasn't hugely successful when it came out. I don't think it was just because it started getting played on. It's just because it was cheap to play on TV. I think was what happened. So everyone just started playing it. TV channels just started playing it because they could, and that everyone watched it because of that. But yeah, I mean, it's like shit. Fucking talkies hadn't been around for all that long when Wizard of Oz came out, and yeah, so yeah, Wizard of Oz, obviously. Uh, you had me at hello. You had me at hello. The options are You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and Jerry Maguire. I think it's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It was a very good scene. You know, it was a good movie and a really well done scene. And yeah, show me the money, is obviously the other big quote. Show me the money was the more famous quote, I think, because it was in the commercials and everything. You had me at hello is probably the better quote, the better moment. You, there you go. Whatever happened to Cuba Gooding Jr.? Um, I think part of it was, I think there was like there's some tax stuff that went on, and yeah, I don't know. He did play Rhodey in the first Iron Man movie, but then he wanted more money, and Marvel Studios was cheap, so they're like, "Oh, no one will notice if we just replace the black guy with another black guy." They're both black. Nobody will notice the difference. I mean, like, it's, hard to argue. They got an Oscar winner to, or Oscar nominee at least. It's hard to argue with the dude. Shit, I'm blanking on the guy they got. I'm blanking on the actor's name all of a sudden. He's in Hotel Rwanda and like all sorts of other big movies. Yeah, Don. Yeah, Don Cheadle. So yeah, like it's hard to argue with getting Don Cheadle because he's Don Cheadle. He's fucking amazing. Cuba Gooding Jr. got charged with a misdemeanor sexual assault. So Hollywood basically banned him. Well, that sucks. That said, Hollywood banned him because he was charged with misdemeanor sexual assault while not being famous enough to get away with it. That's what it comes down to. He was too black and not famous enough to get away with something like that. A lot of people in Hollywood still fucking jump on Roman Polanski's dick. It wasn't Epstein level. But I mean, like I said, there are people in Hollywood still jumping on Roman Polanski's dick, despite him being, despite the shit that he fucking pulled. There are people who still do his movies and cheer him on and like, oh, it's time to welcome him back. I already talked about Katy Perry and the 81-year-old. I did not hear anything. I did not talk about that. Hey, Atman, I didn't hear anything about that. Hollywood is fucked up. Yeah, I mean, it's money and ego. It's money and ego and yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people, a lot of actors out there who absolutely get away with. They'll be credibly accused of sexual assault, and nobody cares. You know, Sean Penn still very highly regarded, despite what he did to Madonna. So, anyway, next quote. Quote number 6. We're on the 6th quote now. Say hello to my little friend. Spacey did not end up in jail. But yeah, he sexually assaulted people. There's honestly still people wanting him back. He's still got defenders. He's trying to make, and like he is, it's pretty clear that he's trying to make a comeback despite the fact that he did it. So, say hello to my little friend. Options are The Godfather, Heat, Scarface, or none of these. The Godfather, Heat, Scarface, or none of the above. First you get the money, then you get the power, Then you get the women. And yes, Scarface, obviously. Here's Johnny. I like how I don't even need to say the options. The options given: The Boogeyman, The Shining, Pet Cemetery, Casino Royale. The Shinin. Funnily enough, I think that line might have been an ad lib. I thought you were making a Simpsons reference, Celtic. Like genuinely, I thought you were referencing. Hey Heather, I thought you were referencing that Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where they parodied the Shining but called it the Shitting. I could be wrong, but I believe. Yeah, yeah, it was an ad lib from Johnny Carson or from Jack Nicholson. Like the line was actually like that. Here's Johnny was actually an ad lib from Jack Nicholson, which genuinely surprised that Kubrick would allow an ad lib, considering how fucking perfectionist he was. That said, it's probably a testament to just how fucking insane that Jack Nicholson is that Stanley Kubrick went, okay, yeah, that's demented. That's demented enough for that to work for this movie. Did I mean to impersonate Jack? I was saying here's one. I don't even remember doing that, Ben. So maybe. Next quote. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I don't. I've never watched the movie, so I don't really know how it's delivered. Nobody puts baby in the corner. So yeah, Dirty Dancing, Center Stage, Footloose, or none of the above. I had the time of my life. And yes, Dirty Dancing. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having. The options: When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, which is like fucking 50% quotable lines anyway, Analyze This, or Casino Royale. Yes, When Harry Met Sally, of course. That said, I will say Princess Bride is one of the most quotable movies ever created. Half the lines in that movie are quotable. Inconceivable! You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. He's only mostly dead. Mostly dead means partly alive. It's just like there's so many amazing lines in that movie. All right. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to your friends. It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to your enemies, but a great deal more to stand up to your friends. The options are The Hunger Games, Brave, Dumbo, and Harry Potter. The Hunger Games, Brave, Dumbo, or Harry Potter. This I only a few days ago learned that it is from Harry Potter. That's right. No, this is a smoothie, strawberry banana smoothie. Yeah, I only a few days ago learned that it's from the movie Harry Potter, or from the books and movie, that it's from Harry Potter, because people were sort of pointing out that J.K. Rowling is never willing to stand up to her friends whenever they're being transphobic assholes. It's like a milkshake. Yeah, it's McDonald's smoothie. They do tend to be pretty thick. McDonald's smoothies do tend to be thick, which I like. All right, back to an easy one. Back to a super easy one. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Sudden Impact, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Dirty Harry, or Days of Thunder? You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? And yes, obviously, Dirty Harry. You're getting so excited, I know it. This is another easy one. Houston, we've had a problem. Clint Eastwood's I mean, Clint Eastwood as a person is kind of Clint Eastwood as a person kind of sucks, frankly. Like as a person, Clint Eastwood sucks and always has. He's always been an asshole, to be blunt. Is Clint a bad person? Let me put it this way. There was an Oscar ceremony where Sasheen Littlefeather. A Native American actress, an Indigenous actress. She went on stage to accept an award on behalf of Marlon Brando, and she used her opportunity there to speak out against treatment of Native Americans in Hollywood. And Clint Eastwood had to be held back from fucking assaulting her. Oh no, I'm thinking John Wayne had to be held back. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't held back. He just made fun of her for it. Yeah, so like later on, he came out and made fun and mocked Littlefeather for it. So, is he a bad person? Yes. He actually always was an asshole. He was always an asshole. And yeah, John Wayne had to be held back from fucking assaulting her. Which should tell you what kind of person John fucking Wayne was as well. Fuck that asshole. Oh, he's a legendary actor. Yeah, and he wanted to fucking punch a Native American girl for criticizing treatment of Native Americans in Hollywood. Legendary actor, legendary douchebag. And Clint Eastwood, obviously, recent years has gone full right wing and everything. Anyway, yeah. Houston, we've had a problem is Apollo 13. So next question. I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Yeah, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Is that The Godfather, Scarface, Casino Royale, or none of the above? This quiz really likes Casino Royale for some reason. I really like Casino Royale. It keeps popping up as an option. It's weird. So, yeah. Obviously, it's The Godfather. I'm going to make him an offer. Obviously, it's The Godfather. This one should be easy. You're going to need a bigger boat. You're gonna need a bigger boat. I think that line was actually ad-libbed as well. I could be misremembering, but I think that was an ad-libbed line. Yep. Yep, that was ad-libbed. Always funny when iconic lines come from, just aren't even in the script. Anyway, the options, obviously it's Jaws, but the other options, Titanic, Deep Blue Sea, or The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Deep Blue Sea, is that the one with the sharks? Like, am I thinking of a different movie? Where Samuel L. Jackson gives like this inspiring speech and then immediately gets eaten and bitten in half by a shark. Hey, Jordan. Because I know there was a movie where like Samuel L. Jackson gives like this just super inspiring speech to rally the survivors, and then just out of nowhere, thump. That is Deep Blue Sea. I thought so. I was pretty sure that's Deep Blue Sea. All right, this is the first genuinely hard one. Like this one. This one is genuinely hard. The stuff that dreams are made of. The Big Sleep, the Maltese Falcon, the Lady from Shanghai, or the Karate Kid. We know it's not Karate Kid. Can I say the word that? I can't, Jordan. I can't say that word. So yeah, it's not the Karate Kid. We know it's not the Karate Kid. The stuff that dreams are made of. Big Sleep, Maltese Falcon, or Lady from Shanghai. Need to know why? Uh, because I am a contrarian bastard. So I don't like saying the sayings that Chantel came up with. Like I was always that way. I always just did that shit. You know, she would come up with some weird saying and I would just refuse to say it. Same reason why I continue to call her cat Casey. What do I like on Netflix? Oh, there's some good stuff on there. They got like the Cowboy Bebop anime. I think they've still got Cowboy Bebop. And Carol and Tuesday. I don't know. I think they've got a few others. Carol and Tuesday is by the same guy. It was developed by the same guy who made Cowboy Bebop. Um, and like same similar focus on music that Bebop had, and it's just really good. Also, I really love the music in it because it's hipster shit. Anyway, yeah, the stuff that dreams are made of actually is from the Maltese Falcon. It is from the Maltese Falcon. Do I still talk about it? I don't really talk about it very much, Angela. I don't watch her channel, so I don't really have anything to say. Yeah, it's like I don't really have much that I can say about her. I don't like getting into drama. So, out of the universe for 2 years. You Googled me? Nice. Thanks, Angela. I appreciate that. Mukbangkokken. Nice, Jordan. Nice. Nice one. Hey. Exactly. Yeah. Hey. Somebody needs to tell her that one. Because that is that is super clever, Jordan. That is super clever. I really, that is a really funny one. That is a really good one. Uh, next quote. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Wrong, Angela. The options are Apocalypse Now, Tropic Thunder, Saving Private Ryan, or none of the above. Apocalypse Now, Tropic Thunder, Saving Private Ryan, or none of the above. And the famous quote from Good Morning Vietnam is, Good morning, Vietnam! And yes, Apocalypse Now. Apparently, from what I hear, it smells like, from what I hear, it smells like victory. Just what I've heard. So yeah, Apocalypse Now. Uh, Go ahead. Make my day. So, the quote is, Go ahead. Make my day. Sudden Impact, Die Hard, Last Unicorn, Sudden Impact, Die Hard, The Gauntlet, or Prometheus. Last Unicorn, I like that. Sudden Impact, Die Hard, The Gauntlet, or Prometheus. You were actually right. You were half right first time, Angela. It is Dirty Harry. The movie is Sudden Impact. It is from it is the movie is Sudden Impact, which is a Dirty Harry movie. Never seen that one. Neither have I. I've never. I don't know that I've ever watched any Eastwood films. Like I don't know that I've ever seen any Clint Eastwood movie. I honestly can't remember. Never watched any of the Dirty Harry movies. Any of the Dirty Harry movies. Never watched any of the Die Hard movies either. Next one. Wax on, wax off. Seen all the new ones where he's old and bitter? Gran Torino? Pass. I have no interest in Clint Eastwood. Yeah. Wax on, wax off. The options are Beauty Shop, Fast and Furious, Karate Kid, and The Godfather. And yes, it is Karate Kid. I don't know what I said. I don't know why I decided to just say it like that. I think because George Takei pronounced it like that once. I think George Takei, when he was doing a guest appearance on The Simpsons as a karate instructor, pronounced it as karate. So I just randomly. So yeah, now I just randomly sometimes think of it as karate. Yes, Karate Kid. I feel the need for speed. I feel the need for speed. So that Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights, Top Gun, or Prometheus from Gully. Days of Thunder, Talladega Nights, Top Gun, or Prometheus. I'm afraid you're still wrong, Angela. I hate Tom Cruise. Is that okay? No, that's totally okay. The answer actually is Top Gun. Talladega Nights. Wrong again. It's Top Gun. Was was Prometheus going to be your next guess? Went outside. We have a weapon system up. We have a web system above our house. Also, a water roach on the railing. That sounds like something I wouldn't like. That sounds like something that'd be like, no, keep that away from me. All right. Feeling the only quiz I was good at. All right. Here's an easy one. Or here's one that should be easy. It's alive! It's alive! All right. The options are Prometheus, Dracula, Saving Private Ryan, and Frankenstein. Hey, Script Goat. And yes, the answer is Frankenstein. Here's looking at you, kid. It's another of the most famous movie quotes ever. Here's looking at you, kid. Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon, or none of the above? The most famous Gone with the Wind quote, of course, is, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." Hey, TNT. Okay, this one I don't know. I don't know what the answer to this one is. Begin each day like it was on purpose. Begin each day like it was on purpose. 50 First Dates, Groundhog Day, Hitch, or Saving Private Ryan. I have seen both first 50. I watched 50 First Dates once. Eh, it was cute. Don't really remember much about it. Obviously, I've watched Groundhog Day a few times, obviously. I do not remember that line being in it, but Drew is cute. She is. Uh, that said, the fact that she almost scabbed during the recent writers' strike, not great. Credit to her for backing off on that. But she did also lose a bunch of writers as a result. Quite a few of, apparently, a lot of her writers left because basically because they were disappointed at the fact that she was going to scab during the strike. Credit to her for backing off, but credit to the writers also for being like, yeah, we're. Like I said, she did back up because there was a lot of backlash to it, so she backed off of it. But apparently, just today, a bunch of writers revealed that a bunch of like that most of the writers were not coming back to the show. Anyway, the quote, "Begin each day like it was on purpose," apparently is from Hitch. Who knew? Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? It is a funny line. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, Space Camp, or Karate Kid? Prometheus. Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? Back to the Future, Teen Wolf, Space Camp, or the Karate Kid? What the fuck is Space Camp? I don't know. Presumably it's a camp in space, I would assume. Anyway, yeah, PK is correct. It is Back to the Future. Space Jam Camp. It is from Back to the Future. Always let your conscience be your guide. Always let your conscience be your guide. Peter Pan, Dumbo, Karate Kid, or Pinocchio. Meet the Robinsons. Maybe that's why Meet the Robinsons. That's a bit of family that went like way off course, right? They got totally lost. Or am I thinking something else? So yeah, always let your conscience be your guide. Peter Pan, Dumbo, Karate Kid, or Pinocchio. Pan's Labyrinth. Yeah, Swiss Family Robinson is what I was thinking of. Or Space Family Robinson, which was just a sci-fi take on the Swiss Family Robinson. Anyway, Pinocchio. It's Pinocchio. Does my conscience dog me about past wrongdoings? Not so much past wrongdoings. I'm not so much dogged by past wrongdoings as past stupid moments. You know, like waving to somebody that you thought was waving at you, but was actually waving at somebody else, or that kind of thing, you know? That's what dogs me. The whole, calling your teacher mom. Those kinds of embarrassing moments that are very quickly forgotten about by everyone else. That's not something I ever did. I never called a teacher mom. But that kind of thing, where nobody has any memory of it. Saying I love you while hanging up on a business call, right? Called a male teacher mom. A couple weeks ago, I was at the grocery store and I saw someone from behind looked exactly like my mom from behind, like same haircut and everything. Like it looked so, like I was at the grocery store. I was like, "Is that my mom?" So I walked up and said hi, and then she turned around and was like, "Oh, that's not my mom." It's like, "Sorry, I thought you were someone else." And that lady went on with her day. She forgot about it after 5 seconds. Not me. Do you ever fart in an otherwise silent classroom of my peers? Don't think so. Did you get her number? Anyway, always let your conscience be your guide is Pinocchio. And I'm not totally sure what this one is. I'm not, there's two that it could be that I'm not, it could be either one. I'm not sure. I think I know. I think I might know, but I could be wrong. You're killing me, Smalls. Better than calling a random dude daddy. You're killing me, Smalls. Is that The Sandlot, The Karate Kid, The Mighty Ducks, or none of the above? The Sandlot, The Karate Kid, The Mighty Ducks, none of the above. I never watched Sandlot. I thought my guess was Mighty Ducks. I was split between either Sandlot or Mighty Ducks. Like I figured it was going to be one of those two, either Sandlot or Mighty Ducks. I watched the Mighty Ducks when I was a kid. Reservoir Dogs. Thoughts on the healthcare strike? Hey, ugly hobo. Anunnaki, I'm basically always going to side with striking workers. Just like in general, I will side with striking workers. Diarrhea shake? It's not a milkshake, it's a smoothie. The sphere is incredible. How's it? It's 20 to midnight. It's almost midnight here. I never watched Prometheus now. Can you identify the Marvel villain based on these bad descriptions? I want to try this one. Elvis is everywhere. I'm not into horror, Anunnaki. The villain has got literally the same powers as the main character. Red Skull, Obadiah Stane, Yellow Jacket, all of the above. It's all of the above. Bill Maher coming to Vegas and doing stand-up. Yippee. Bill Maher. Ooh. Do you know science projects hate living things? Ronan, Ultron, Killmonger, Yon-Rogg. It's Ultron. He's the science project. And hates living things. This villain has the catchiest theme song to grace your TV. Tyler Hayward, Agatha Harkness. Yeah, Agatha. It's MCU focused. Missed the answer to the Mighty Ducks question. It was actually Sandlot. The movie was actually Sandlot. Bill Maher blasted Joe Biden earlier today. I mean, I don't really care about truthfully, I don't really care that much about that part of it. It's just Bill Maher. Bill Maher is a Republican who votes Democrat at this point. He's a libertarian douchebag. Okay. Have fun, ugly hobo. Is he an ally? No. No, he is very much not an ally to anybody but himself. So, what does SHIELD stand for? Um, it depends on the timing. Supreme Headquarters, Intelligence, Espionage, and Logistics Directorate, or something like that. I mean, it's honestly, it's silly, hungry, inclusive, elf states. Like, there actually are a few different. It actually has stood for a few different things over the years. I forget what it currently stands for, what it most recently stood for. Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. So, yeah, most recently, it stands for Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. It has also stood for Supreme Headquarters International Espionage Law Enforcement Division. So, yeah, Supreme Headquarters International Espionage Law Enforcement Division is what it stood for originally, I think. Strategic Hazard Intervention Espionage Logistics Directorate. Apparently, it's also stood for Superhero Internment, Elimination, and Licensing Division, Superhero Intimidation and Evisceration Division, Superhuman Intelligence Extra Legal Division. Big scary acronym will fight. Super hot, ill, extraterrestrial little dude. Scary, hella inflammatory, evil language department. She-Hulk is currently a member? I thought Shield disbanded. Should it actually have members right now? I thought it was disbanded. What's a Chad to a god? Thoughts on the Thunderbolts? The first issue of their comic was amazing. That twist was one of the greatest twists in comics. Like that original comic, that twist at the end of their original comic, one of the all-time great comic book twists. Because, like, the first issue they debut is this new team of superheroes. But you do get the sense that there's something else going on. But yeah, they're just this new superhero team. And then at the end, it's revealed that they're actually members of the Masters of Evil. That they're a bunch of supervillains pulling a con. Hey, bully. So it was one of like just like a brilliant twist that Busiek and Bagley just absolutely nailed. Suicide Squad. I mean, they seem fun. I've heard good things about Gail Simone's run on Suicide Squad, and some of the other runs. But I don't really read any DC, so. How do I feel about the new Flash? Do you mean the movie, or is there a new Flash in the comics? Because I don't care about either. The movie. My thought on the actually, you want to know my big thought on the Flash movie? Fuck them for having like fucking George Reeves and Christopher Reeves and fucking Nicolas Cage, like just for doing those. Like, fuck them for that shit. For using dead people's likeness without approval. Tell you about Cove's wedding? It was beautiful, Jordan. We each said our own prayers. Cove's, or not prayers, but what's the thing? Vows. Cove's vows just sort of went on and on. Yeah, Cove's vows just sort of went on and didn't really seem to, just kind of meandered. And did we see any details? Not really. We saw Cove in his suit, and we saw, yeah, we didn't see the cake. We didn't see Jamie's outfit. There wasn't really any details shown. Just the venues that we saw. If I die, you have my express consent to use my likeness. Yeah, doing that shit from the Flash movie, utterly fucking ghoulish and gross and disgusting, and fuck them for it. Aquaman 2 though. I mean, I never watched Aquaman 1. I don't really care that much about controversy. I just don't really care about DC. One thing I will say about the Flash movie, the girl they got to play Supergirl, she's very cute. I'll give them credit. Like, they got someone really cute to play Supergirl. And she seems like a good actress, and she seems cool and everything. But mostly it's just, she cute. Amber Heard controversy. Yeah. I mean, my take on Amber Heard is that she was abused by Johnny Depp. That's my feeling towards Amber Heard, is that she was almost certainly the victim of domestic abuse from Johnny Depp. Batgirl that got canceled. Fuck Warner for that. Fuck Warner Studios. Like, The Flash was a bomb. The Flash bombed hard. Yes, Angela. Yeah, the movie quote quiz ended. Like, the Flash movie bombed hard, and they put so much effort into it. The Batgirl movie was already completed. It was ready for release. There is no fucking way it would have lost as much money as the Flash movie did. Like, honestly, it's not possible for it to have lost as much money as the Flash movie did. I'd say. My Little Pony trivia. Netflix made a doc with Amber and Johnny. I don't care. I don't really care about it. Did better than during the cake one. Indeed, we all did. I think. So yeah, it is just like the fact that they canned the Batgirl movie while after it was completed, but then spent another 2 years on the Flash movie, only for that movie to be a complete and utter failure, both critically and at the box office. Fuck off with it. If I'm honest, the fact that they cast a black girl as Batwoman, as Batgirl, I gotta wonder if maybe that was why they canned the movie. Like, I honestly had to think that a combination of, I honestly have, okay, thought she was black, but I could be wrong. No, you're right. Latina. All right. Regardless, I feel like racism and sexism. I feel like they canceled the Batgirl movie out of a combination of racism and sexism. They Ezra Miller's non-binary, but outwardly presents as not present, but is perceived as male. Ezra Miller is non-binary, but is perceived as a man, and he is white, or they are white. So I suspect that to David Zaslav, that's safe money. But a superhero movie with a Latina lead? Oh, didn't even know Ezra was non-binary. Yeah. And like, the truth is, a movie based on the making of Flash would be a lot more interesting than the actual Flash movie ever could have been. Because the stories that came out about Miller during the making and the promotion and all that shit. Like, you know? We need to talk about Kevin. No idea, Angela. I have no idea. Like, Ezra Miller was a one-person international crime spree, which is just like so fuck up. And DC and then Warner was like, no, we're sticking with this person. Meanwhile, Leslie Grace seems like just an absolute sweetheart. They're like, no, fuck this girl. I honestly think that they should just release Batgirl. You know, like, considering just how much of a failure the Flash movie was, I think they should have just gone ahead and released Batgirl as well. Just been like, there's no way it can do worse than the Flash. But of course, they're able to take the 90 million as a cash write-off, or as a tax write-off. You know, like, the main reason it didn't get released is tax write-off. Which, I mean, feels like bullshit to me, honestly. Actually, it is over 2 hours, so I think I'm going to end the stream here for tonight. It's been a good stream. And it's a good time to end it. It is now midnight where I am, so good time to end the stream, I think. So I will be back tomorrow. And we can begin playing. Where are my games? There are my games. We'll begin playing Ambition, a minuet in power. So that is the game we're starting tomorrow. Ambition, a minuet in power. A new visual novel. I mean, not new. It came out a couple of years ago, but a new to the channel. The game itself came out like 2021. So it's been out for 2 years. But anyways, what it's about, I'll talk more about it tomorrow. I'll give more detail on what it's about tomorrow. But for now, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.